there's going to come a moment when you are not going to like me. You're going to be highly, highly pissed off with me. And you are going to want to fight me. I give you permission to do all of that. Because in the end, I'm going to win.
What's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. Listen, you know what? Lanithia, she finally got what she been wanting this whole season 12. She finally got her camera time. She been itching for a fight with Kenya Moore. Nene said, bitch, I'm gonna get this fight. I'm gonna get this fight. I'm gonna get this scene. I'm gonna make this scene. Whatever I got to do, even if I gotta start a fight with Kenya Moore over some shit that ain't got nothing to do with me, I am going to start this fight and I'm going to get my camera time. Because God knows she needs it, okay? I'm gonna wait for y'all to get y'all cocktails ready. I'm gonna wait for y'all to get y'all ice water, get your weed together, get your reefer, all that, get your coke. Well, if that's what you do, then, you know, a bitch ain't judging. Just get whatever you gonna get together, because we about to get started in about 30 seconds. Whew. Girl, I think I'm gonna be my ass still. I ain't going nowhere, baby. They got a bitch scared. Do you hear me, bitch? I'm nervous to go to work. Bitch, I walked in the building this morning and turned right back around. Can I go home? You wanna go home? Hell yeah. Shit. These hoes out here telling us we need to stay in the house. So that's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm not messing with no airport. I was gonna go to Vegas. In a few weeks, in a couple of weeks, I was gonna try to go to Vegas. But baby doll, I'm right with y'all bitches. You know how I always get on here telling y'all what y'all need to do? Y'all told me in the comment section, bitch, sit your ass down and be still. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit my ass down and be still. I'm not going nowhere. I'm barely going to work, okay? Bitch, I'm gonna be on some goddamn sex app selling my body. Like Travis, what's that man Andrew was caught up with? We're gonna talk about him in Hot Topics. All right, y'all ready? All right. So Marlo swear up and down she grew up rich. I wish my friends were a little bit richer. Girl. Okay, Marlo. You cannot tell Marlo she did not grow up in Beverly Hills 90210. Anyways, girl. Marlo's getting her hair done. I think she found someone in Athens to do her hair and makeup, I believe. Tanya, Cynthia, and Nene, they're at the beach, just taking pictures, having a good time. Portia is with her baby and her mother. Kenya and Candy, they're out, you know, taking pictures, laughing and talking. Candy brings it up to Kenya, like, are you going to talk to Nene? Like, a conversation is going to have to be had. She also lets Kenya know that she thought that Nene was genuine with what she said the previous night. Now, Kenya explained in the after show last week, and it made sense to me. A lot of y'all are not here for Kenya. And so anytime she says anything, it goes in one ear and out the other. So it is what it is. But just like Kenya said, at the end of the day, I already know how that would have went. You got me sitting down with Nene. It's basically us going down this rabbit hole. She not going to want to take responsibility for what she said, because at the end of the day, regardless how you twist it, turn it, and flip it around, she did call Kenya's daughter a buffalo. Let's just call it for what it is. That's what she said. She said that. And I probably could have got past it, but clearly Kenya can't get past it. And when you add on what just happened with Kenya and her husband, bitch, my husband just embarrassed me. And we just got into this full-blown argument to the point where an Uber driver didn't say, both of y'all asses get out of my car. The Uber driver said, your man so goddamn crazy, he gotta get out. That lets you know how much of a fool Mark was acting inside of that Uber for him just to kick the driver, just to kick Mark out and not both of them out. So you got Kenya going through all of this. It's done got out that basically her and her man are no longer together. You got people saying her relationship is fake, it's an arrangement. Then on top of that, you want me to talk to a bitch who I can't even stand? Like, no, I don't have time for that right now. Like, rebuilding a friendship or working on a friendship with Nene is at the bottom of my list, as it should be. Bitch, ain't nothing more important than what's going on right now, especially not no friendship with somebody who I don't like. And that's just what it comes down to. I don't think, maybe if Kenya would have explained, if Kenya would have explained that to Nene the first time, she tried to go back after Tanya and Candy explained to her that maybe you should say that to, because she also mentioned that in the show too. Maybe you should, I don't think she worded it that way, the way she did on the after show. But once Candy and Tanya came to her and said, maybe you should go tell her this. When she went back to offer her dessert, Nene was pretty much done with the situation. So I guess in a way, maybe Kenya could have explained or did explain to her why she felt that they shouldn't have this conversation right now, because I'm already in my feelings about my marriage and I'm not about to go here with you. But at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is, regardless if you like Kenya or not, Kenya doesn't owe Nene an explanation about nothing. Nene doesn't owe Kenya an explanation about nothing. Like, they don't like each other. I think that's what a lot of people keep forgetting. Like, Nene and Kenya don't like each other. They don't owe each other nothing. They don't owe each other shit. Like, Marlo and Kenya don't like each other. Marlo and Kenya don't owe each other shit, right? They don't. And I think that once we realize that is their relationship or the lack of relationship, I think that people will start to understand when Nene and Kenya get into it, or when Nene pays Kenya dust, or when Kenya, as she's been doing, been paying Nene dust. Like, okay, well, they don't like each other. That's why. Anyways, Candy tells the girls on the way to dinner that she's having a baby shower and the baby surrogate will be there. I'm not saying that hasn't happened before, but I've always thought that when people have surrogates, it's kind of like, girl, the baby, like, bitch, I had a baby, and bitch, I disappear in the wind. But girl, that's not what Candy doing. Candy, that bitch always trying to cut some fucking corners. She said she was thinking about hiring this girl, from what I got out of it, to be a manager of the restaurant. Girl, bitch, what? That's your business, girl. Anyways, I'm not going to say nothing about Cynthia talking this nonsense. This bitch talking out the side of her neck, talking about trying to have a baby. Girl, I'm with Nene. Bitch, with what egg? I'm going to leave it alone, because I don't want nobody talking about I'm insensitive to older women trying to have kids. I'm going to let the other girls handle Cynthia. I'm going to leave it alone. As a man, I'm going to leave it alone, like y'all be telling me in the comments. They do this dinner in the sky. It actually looks fun. One of my friends, she went to Dubai with one of her friends, and they did the dinner in the sky. It looked scary when I saw the pictures that they posted, but it actually didn't look that bad. Cause with the ones that my friend posted, they looked like that was high as fucking. Like I was like, God damn, girl, y'all look like y'all was high in the air. But Nene, they didn't really look that high in the air. It looked like it was fun. Portia said that she needs to have sex with one of the girls in the air. Is Portia still eating pussy? But Portia got mad when they got out that. Remember Portia, baby? Portia was evil when they got out that she liked cat. Portia, you think her and Dennis be having threesomes? I said, ain't it something? Remember that clip? And I'm not saying Portia hasn't changed. I think that Portia has changed. But remember that clip that Portia that had got out about Portia talking about gays? This was some years ago. I said, ain't it ironic now, bitch? You was talking about gays, but you got your face in pussy. It's always you. It's always the ones who got the most to say about homosexuality that be bending over, taking or going down on their knees, licking it. All right. So they in the air. I was sitting here wondering, like, how the hell? Because I'm thinking, like, how are they going to, like, what are they going to serve these? Like, what are they going to serve them up in the air? Like, what? The food actually looked delicious. I'm not going to lie. Kenya. So Kenya starts to question Cynthia. Excuse me. Kenya starts to question Cynthia about wine and what would you pair with wine. And Cynthia doesn't think anything about it. The other girls, of course, they start to look like, okay, girl, she's doing a little too much. And at one point, I started thinking like, okay, Kenya, you are doing a little too much. And then when Candy basically shut it down and was like, how many you selling at your spot? Like, girl, shut up and let it go. Like, and I was with Candy. But the thing that really made me think that Kenya was being shady was when she said, I sell plenty of hair care. Wait, I sell plenty of hair care. Oh, I'm sorry. She basically said, I sell plenty of hair care and I don't sell anything I don't know about. Now, this is the thing. When Kenya made that statement, I was like, okay, girl. At that point, you should have got your ass cursed out. But again, I think when it comes down to when it has anything to do with Kenya, when Kenya does something or says something that may be over the line, I think y'all want people to automatically cut her off as a friend. Not have a conversation with her. Not say, hey girl, this is how you made me feel, don't do it again. It's automatically, I don't know how anybody can your friend. The same way motherfuckers Nene friend. And Nene done fell out with everybody. The cameraman, she done fell out with Greg, divorced his ass before, fell out with Sheree, Kim, Dwight, girl, Andy, got into it with Andy online a couple of months ago. That's why her ass was banned from Watch What Happens Live. Girl, please don't think that Andy didn't ban Nene from Watch What Happens Live. Okay? Cynthia, Marlo, Kenya, like, anyways, girl. But yeah, Kenya, I felt like she was wrong. At first, I felt like it was just, you know how like friends sometimes shade each other, like girl, blah, 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 girl, blah, blah, blah. But I think what kind of did it for me was when she made that comment about, I'm not going to sell nothing that I don't know about. And the truth of the matter is, it's not Cynthia's responsibility. This is just me. It's not Cynthia's responsibility to know everything about wine. Like, it's one thing if she's a sales associate. You see what I'm saying? If you're selling it, then yes, you would need to know. Just like if you went into a jeans shop or a jeans place and you were looking for a pair of denim, you would expect the sales associate to tell you about AG jeans or Hudson jeans or a Good American or Rag and Bone or Citizens of Humanity. You would expect this person who works at this denim store to be a jeans specialist. So I would assume that you know about how these jeans feel. That's why at certain stores, like I know like at the store that I work at, sometimes they give the girls gratis, which is basically whenever they get new product, they'll give them a free pair of jeans or whatever it is so they can wear it and so they know how it feels. They can explain to the customer, oh yeah, it got half stretch in it, or no, it doesn't have a lot of stretch in it, blah, blah, blah. So Cynthia doesn't have to know a lot about wine because at the end of the day, yes, she does have a wine cellar she's selling wine out of, but is she really selling it or does she just own it? You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I think a lot of people, even with Kenya in that moment, it's automatically, people go to the very end of the road, like, cut her off. Like, damn, why not just be like, bitch, I thought you was being shady. Don't do that shit no more. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, we'll get into that later. Nene, you are a toxic friend. Let's call it for what it is. At least on the show, you are. Like I've said this, and I do believe this. I believe that when it comes to Lanithia and these girls on the show, I think Nene has this thing of people are trying to take my spot. So she acts real crazy. But when I saw how Nene was on Lip Service on Angela Yee's podcast, I actually did have a different perspective of Lanithia Leeds. I was like, oh, Nene may not be that bad when she's just hanging around girls who she don't work with. Anyways, Marlo corrects Tanya on how to say hello. I said when Marlo is right on how to. Girl, I remember when Marlo was on Wendy Williams and she said Valentine's Day. Remember at the reunion when she said Vama King? Oh, child. Anyways, all I heard was Kenya saying, y'all disrespectful to these people culture. It sounded like somebody's mama hollering and screaming and Portia like this. And Tanya down there taking a picture. Then I heard Marlo talking about, y'all gonna be going to jail. I know a lot of people gonna be like, Kenya need to shut up. They had nothing to do with her. Girl, calm down. Y'all saw Marlo taking that picture with that man. I said, all right, Marlo, you better set that appointment up, bitch. Anyways, they're breaking plates. I think they had to say what they loved or something like that. And so they all went around while they were breaking the plates and were saying what the things that they hold dear to their heart, I believe. Kenya said that Brooklyn was the love of her life. I thought that was so cute. Marlo said her money, bitch. I said, it smell. They go shopping. Girl, when Kenya told Portia, you know your ass is too big for that. And then Cynthia said, you need to go up you need to go up to an Atlanta size. I don't know why that tickled me. I said Portia cheap, but I ain't mad. Baby, bitch was, one tell you, baby, one of the dresses is $25. I'm just gonna assume the other one was around $25. Portia said, baby, I'm not paying for this dress. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I got 5 million Instagram follows. I will tag you and you can give me this dress for free. Deal? Let's shake on it. I ain't mad at Portia, bitch. What's the point of having 5 million Instagram followers if you can't get shit for free? Okay? What's the fucking point? Shit. So I'm team Portia on. Now I know a lot of people's Portia cheap. Portia was cheap, but at the end of the day, like I said, girl, if I can keep my money in my pocket and still get some shit for free, then why would I not keep my $25 in my pocket and get this dress for free? So Kenya, this is probably the first time that I've ever seen Kenya get tripped up over a question. Usually, for the most part, 100% of the time, even if you think Kenya is feeding you some bullshit, Kenya gonna have an answer for your ass. Do you hear me? One thing you can never take away from Kenya Moore is that bitch don't know how to talk, and that bitch don't know how to answer a question. Bitch, I ain't never seen Kenya get tripped up over a question before like I did tonight. So, in her confessional, whoever was doing the interview, she asked Kenya about the difference between Tanya and the stunt that she pulled and what she did to Cynthia. And Kenya gets upset. And she can't even, girl. Miss Kenya couldn't even talk, baby. Kenya got the stuttering, and girl, she got the thinking, and girl, I think this is what it is. And I think it's hard for a lot of people to understand this, but Kenya and Tanya are not friends. Period. They were in the middle of probably building a friendship. They were having conversations about infertility, fertility, babies and all that stuff. They were conversing before season 12 taping even began. Eva let us know that, Cynthia let us know that, and Kenya let us know that. And I think even Portia said it too, I believe. I can't remember if Portia said it or not, but I know Eva, Cynthia, and Kenya said it. So they were in the middle of, just talking and, just going with the flow of probably building a friendship. Cynthia did not take what Kenya said to heart. She did not think that Kenya was being shady towards her. Now, in my opinion, when Kenya made that comment about I'm not gonna sell nothing that I don't know anything about, that was shady as fuck. But for the most part, clearly Cynthia didn't think anything about it. Because if she did, it wouldn't have taken Portia and Tanya to come to her in a messy ass way, trying to bring her a gift that was really a gift just to let her know, hey girl, you know you should be pissed off about what Kenya did to you earlier. Cynthia didn't care about that because Cynthia looks at it like, I know me and Kenya's relationship. And the truth of the matter is there are a lot of people out there. I have a relationship with some of my friends like that too, where we shade each other sometimes. It's nothing below the belt. It's nothing mean. But maybe if people from the outside looked in, that would be like, bitch, what? Girl, what? Girl, what? But I've been knowing these people since 2005, 2010. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like we're like going at each other's throat. It's no different than if I call my friend a bitch and then a girl who don't know. It's like if you call your friend a bitch and then a girl who you don't know walk up and call your friend a bitch. We about to whoop that bitch ass. Because she don't know you like that to be calling you no bitch. Who was this hoe? You see what I'm saying? So even though we may look at certain things between Cynthia and Kenya's friendship or whoever friendship it may be on the show, we may not know the ins and outs of their relationship unless it's Lanithia, because at the end of the goddamn day, I don't give a damn what y'all say. Ain't no way you can fall out with everybody on the show and you not the problem, okay? It's one thing to have an argument. It's one thing to have a disagreement. But to get into these drag, like I'm talking about claws coming out. Bitch, we X-Men fighting for our, like for it to get to that point like it has with Nene and Marlo, Nene and Sheree, Nene and Kim, Nene and Cynthia, Nene and Kenya, Nene and Dwight, Nene and the cameraman, Nene and Greg who had the divorce. Once it gets to that point, that's a big ass difference for me and my friend just getting into it. And then girl going to happy hour an hour later. Anyways, child. Like I said, Portia and Tanya were being messy. They didn't bring that gift to Cynthia as this nice gesture. They brought it to open up the door to be messy and to let her know, girl, you know you should be mad at the way Kenya did you earlier. And then in true fashion, Cynthia sat there and was like, you know what? I am mad. She did do me dirty. So now you got these bitches who really and truly, let's just keep it real, who really don't care for Kenya anyways. Tanya has enough reason not to. Portia and Kenya, them hoes got one eye. Portia and Kenya, them hoes got one eye on each other. So you got these girls who coming in here who don't too much care for Kenya telling you about your friendship with Kenya. And you falling for the shit. Anyways, oh girl. Kandi lets the world know that she basically turned lemon into lemonade. When I met Todd, he was in the 100,000s, but now we making millions together. You just can't sleep, girl. Todd, Kandi. Let me just say something. $100,000 is a good amount of money to be making, you know, especially if you single, ain't got no kid. Well, he had Kayla, girl. But clearly we can tell the way he treat Kayla. Anyway, child. But that's a good chunk of change. You know, if you're single and you good, you know, if you ain't living nowhere like New York, you might be living in a shoebox. But bitch, in Houston, bitch, you'll be living in a goddamn mansion, low key. But I don't know. I'm with Marlo, basically. Marlo, 43 years. Like I said, bitch, I'm 43 years old. I ain't got time. Like, all that. Like, this is my whole thing. Okay. I had somebody tell me this before. And I wasn't even mad. I was talking to met this guy. And he basically told me straight up, the very first night, you're not where I need you to be. This is what he told me. You're not where I need you to be. So I don't see this relationship or this going anywhere, any further, basically, than fucking, pretty much. So And I was like, okay, cool. After that, we never saw each other again because it was gonna be a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? I saw him out a couple of times. We would hug each other. The first time I saw him out was probably like a month later at this bar. We had like a 15-minute conversation. What's up? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. It was no hard feelings. All I'm saying is when you get to a certain point, for some people, potential is out the fucking window. Okay? And I think that's what Marlo was getting to. And for Tanya, who married, has been in an 8-year relationship, has been engaged, bitch, just like Erica said, if Kenya was engaged for 8 years, y'all will rip that bitch to shreds. Tanya been engaged to Paul for 8 years, and y'all ain't said shit. I guarantee you, baby, y'all will be wearing Kenya low. Girl, how you engaged for 8 years? Anyways, that's why I hate when people start mentioning, well, don't bring money into it. Why not? Why? Why come? Why come? Marlo, 43 years old. Bitch, no, we gonna bring money into it. The fuck? Bitch, Marlo not 21 and 22 and 23. Marlo about to be an old hoe. Okay? Bitch, in 7 years, Marlo gonna be 50. What Marlo look like dating people just to be, when he got, girl, that potential shit is for when you're in your 20s. I'm sorry. And if anybody told you, like the boy who told me, bitch, I didn't get all up in my feelings because I know I wasn't in a spot, girl, not in a spot where a motherfucker get, like, I just can't get mad. You can't get mad when somebody been honest with you from the get-go anyways. And you can't get mad, especially at a woman. I know I'm going on a whole rant. You can't get mad at a woman for basically saying, bitch, I want a nigga who financially stable. I mean, we tell little girls, anyway, child. I think it's so weird. I have to say this. I think it's so weird that we tell girls from the get-go, make sure you get a man that can provide. Make sure you get a man that's financially stable. And then we start telling them, don't worry about the money. Girl, what? Girl, what? Okay. Anyways, Nene advice. Nene's advice to me about marriage was bullshit. She basically said, bitch, I just want a man. Basically, as long as when I walk in my house, my man is there, I don't care. He's mine, you made a hell of one spot, I got him all the time. Go dry your eyes. He's mine, you made a hell of one spot, I got him all the time. Girl, come on, shout out to Moke and Self. It smells old school. This for the old school hoes. Y'all know about that shit. But Nene, like, I thought Nene's advice was, you said, girl, I would have been just like Kenya over there on my phone. Bitch, girl. So basically, as long your man can do what he want to do, I can do what I want to do, and I don't care about these bitches because so what, he cheated. My whole thing is this. We've had this conversation before. A part of me does believe, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, a part of me does believe that people are not meant to be together with one person for their whole goddamn life. That's just hard for me to just even grasp. With that being said, a part of me also thinks that if you're going to go into a relationship with the mindset of, girl, I don't care, he fucked the bitch one time, then it really shouldn't. Why not just go into a relationship and say, hey? Why not just go into a relationship and just say it's going to be open? You see what I'm saying? If that's what you're going to go by, if that's what Portia is going to, if that's the type of advice that Portia is going to take from Nene, then Portia, why are you in therapy over a nigga who continuously cheats on you? Why just not say, okay, we're in an open relationship? If that's what we're going by. Does that make sense what I'm saying? If you are going into a relationship thinking that this relationship is exclusive, this is what I signed up for, and then for me to find out that you fucking other bitches, well, that's not a deal breaker. Then if that's not a deal breaker the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time, then why not just say we're in an open relationship? And Nene, the truth of, girl, we'll talk about Nene in a little bit. Hold up. Girl, when that man put his, that man did, hold on, I can't put my, that man put his whole face in that wine cup. Girl, that's how they do? I ain't never, I've seen people say you're supposed to sniff it. Girl, this what, and then either you swallow or you spit it out. Kenya asks, Kenya asks Tanya, do you swallow or do you spit? This bitch said, if it's good, I swallow. I know that. I said, Portia said, bitch, no, we spit. I said, I know this bitch is not. Here we go, Kenya making Tanya look like a nasty fool again. But Tanya said she suck dick, bitch. Tanya said she suck dick every day. I say, bitch, you do? But that's that white in Cynthia. Because, girl, that's that white in, Cynthia. That's that white in Tanya, okay? That's that white in Tanya. Because every other bitch on that bus was like, bitch. You see how Marlo said, I'm going to do it on holiday. Now, bitch, that's how your man... I wish a motherfucker would tell me he only going to suck my dick on holidays. Baby. Girl. I wish... Anyways, Portia and Nene go talk. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, but let's just be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Have y'all noticed that anytime Nene has these conversations with these people who she has hurt and has problems with, she never really takes accountability. I know y'all say Kenya don't take accountability. That's a motherfucking lie. Anytime Cynthia has brought to Kenya's attention, you can say what you want to say, but anytime Cynthia has brought to Kenya's attention that you made me feel X, Y, and Z, Kenya apologizes. She says, I'm sorry. Girl, you still my sister. I still love you. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to make you feel that way. Let me get up and give you a hug. Nene doesn't do that. They sat down, baby. Now, mind you, in my opinion, there has been a lot of back and forth with Portia and Nene. And I remember one time when Nene tried to tell Portia she was acting like a ghetto-ass hood rat bitch. And Portia got mad. And remember at the reunion when she was like, didn't you put your hands on somebody? And Nene was like, bitch, I was smart enough not to do it on camera. I think that Nene was coming from a good spot, trying to let Portia know, like, girl, you can't be on Bravo acting that way, bitch. Ain't nobody gonna want to hire you. I think Nene was coming from a good spot. Portia didn't take it that way. But with that being said, from things have transpired up until now, I feel like Portia did all the talking. Nene chimed in here and there. She tried to blame whatever on Greg. And I rolled my eyes. I ain't even gonna lie. That food looked good as hell they was eating. I would have got up and left. As soon as I don't know if y'all know, I'm not gonna say I'm terrified of dogs, but I'm scared of dogs. So as soon as I would have saw that dog walking up, I would have got to hollering and screaming. And I would have left, okay? I don't do good with dogs. Cats are scary, so the cats probably wouldn't have bothered me, but the dog would have. Portia and, what's her name? What's that girl name? Portia and Tanya want to have this, let's put everything on the table and leave it here in Athens, Greece. I do think it's weird that Portia felt necessary to have this conversation with Nene in private to rebuild her friendship, but she wants everybody else to put their shit out on the table. One thing I think that we've learned so far is that conversations held in groups, especially when it's bitches who don't like each other, they, for the most part, usually don't go too well. It really works best when those conversations are held in private, right? Because at that point, You ain't got nobody trying to show their ass in front of an audience. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nobody trying to read nobody, trying to shade nobody. It is what it is. Cynthia addresses Kenya. They do this, babe. First of all, let me tell you something, baby. That motherfucking Marlo was bad as fuck. That hair was everything to me. Portia was bad as fuck. Tanya was bad as fuck. I said, oh, girl, I was here for all three of them bitches. The most was bad. Cynthia addresses Kenya, and she starts talking about how she felt a way about it. No, you didn't, Cynthia. You didn't feel nothing about that until Tanya with her messy ass and Portia with her messy ass came into your room with that bracelet as this gift. It made you feel some type of way about it. Kenya apologizes, and she gets up and hugs Cynthia. That's what friends do. I know y'all don't like Kenya, but Kenya always handles Cynthia the right way when she realizes or thinks that she did something wrong. Period. Nene is bothered by Kenya and Cynthia's relationship. She is. She's bothered. And she wanted camera time. Baby, want to see it, baby? Baby. Nene pulled that card, bitch. I'm going to give it to her, bitch. Nene, even though this didn't have nothing to do with you, Nene picked an argument with Kenya. But, bitch, she picked an argument and she went straight for the motherfucking jugular, bitch. That's why your husband left your ass. Ooh, I don't even think Kenya was ready for that, bitch. At the reunion, she going to be ready. But at that moment, I don't even think Kenya was ready for that, okay? Mark and his nose ring twirling right on out the marriage. Bye, Mark. I wonder what Mark gonna have to say since he said that Kenya was so nice. I mean, that Nene was so nice to him. She basically just talked about your nose ring and you twirling right on out the marriage. Mark is another fuck boy. Nene starts talking about Kenya doesn't have a relationship. Let me just say something. On some real shit. And I know y'all think this is a bashing Nene, but I'm not bashing Nene. I just feel like I'm stating facts. Like, Nene, legally you're married. But let's just be honest. I don't understand nobody like this. And this is why I say, girl, I'm not even gonna go into all of this, but I do think it's weird that y'all take vows and stuff before God, and then y'all turn around and have these open relationships. What he say that was all right at? So you basically okay with like Nene whole thing is, bitch, I'm married. Okay, you married. And you still fucking other niggas, and your man don't even have enough respect for you, Lanithia, to fuck with other bitches that you don't even know. Greg was FaceTiming a girl that worked for you at your store. You can't say nothing about nobody's man being disrespectful when your man didn't even have enough decency to go fuck with a bitch in Decatur or to fuck with somebody in LA or New York or Nashville. He started talking to a girl that worked right beside you, that worked for you. So you can't nobody say nothing about Mark being disrespectful. Yes, he is. Mark is a fuck boy. Greg is also one, okay? Dennis is also one, okay? Todd Burris, he pushing it. Mike Hill, he definitely was one. He might not be one no more. But all I'm saying is at the end of the day, we can talk about Kenya's man because he is a ain't shit nigga. But baby, don't leave Greg out of the conversation. Don't leave Dennis out of the conversation. Anyways, Portia. Oh, child, when Portia, okay, Kenya and Tanya were having a conversation. And I'm gonna say this much. I did feel like Kenya was full of shit. Kenya, you was full of shit. Even with you talking to Tanya, the truth of the matter is, bitch, you was wrong. You was wrong for bringing that cookie lady. That, like Portia said, it didn't match, Kenya. Kenya, that did not. I'm sorry. That was crossing the fucking line, and you know it. Bitch, like I said, and I do mean this, I love Kenya to pieces, but Tanya is a better bitch than I could ever be. Because, baby, who would have went searching high and low for that bitch that Mark was fucking and brought her on the show? Bitch searching high and low. Tanya, she's going to take the high road, and it is. Nene getting mad. Nene, why are you so mad? Nene want to fight with Kenya. Because let's just be honest. Nene had no reason to even get into a fight with Kenya. For what? Kenya had not said anything to Nene. Nothing. So why was Nene so mad? I tell you why she was so mad. She wanted camera time and she wanted an argument. She wanted to argue with the woman who's been carrying season 12, Kenya Summermore. Nene know what time it is. She know exactly what time it is. Nene gets up throwing popcorn. Y'all swerving now. Nene got hands. Let me say something. Kenya ain't gonna fight nobody. Nene ain't gonna fight nobody. The only bitch that we done seen that'll probably fight a hoe is Portia. Okay? And that's just straight up. Other than that, y'all swerving now. Nene will beat Kenya ass based off what? Based off what? Based off what? What have you seen where you think that Nene got hands? Because I ain't seen nothing. Ain't none of them hoes gonna fight, but Candy gonna fight and Portia gonna fight. Okay? The other ones gonna call the cops. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But let's just keep it real. Anyways, I think that's all I got. I think I'm gonna do hot topics. Or am I gonna do hot topics tomorrow when I wake up? I might do it tomorrow when I wake up. I mean, I really ain't got shit to do. And I've been drinking. Well, I've been drinking this wine, sipping on this wine. I might just do it tonight and just be messy. You know, whenever I get a little bit of this, you know, this alcohol in my system, girl, I get to being real extra messy and shit. Y'all like that shit. That's all I got, girl. Let me make sure. Let me look over notes one more time. Let me make sure. Marlo swears she grew up rich. Candy talks to Kenya. Candy tells her about the baby shower. Cynthia, I says, ooh. I'm gonna tell you what I put. Cynthia, shut your old ass up, bitch. You ain't having no baby. That's what I really put on my paper. Ooh, child. Dinner in the sky. Portia said she was gonna join the Mile High Club. That bitch is dumb, girl. She still, girl, how you your agent don't know what the Mile High Club is? Out of all the hoeing and fucking you done did, Portia. Portia, I remember your ass was in that tip. What video? Was that the tip drill video? Remember Portia was in that, was that tip drill? I think it was a tip drill video. It was some video that Portia was in. Kenya started to test Cynthia. Oh shit, I sell plenty of hair care. I don't sell anything I don't know about. You would have got slapped. Me, I would have slapped you. No, I would have cussed your ass out. I wouldn't have slapped. This is the thing. Even though, like, if my friend would have said something to me like that, I would have called it. And I would have said something back. And that would have been the end of it. But of course, because it's Kenya, people want Cynthia to automatically cut her off. Not just like, bitch, you should have read that bitch back. But why you her friend? She's your girl. Anyway, child. You know how y'all do. Nene, Marlo, correct. All I heard Kenya's Marlo selling pussy to that man on the street. Breaking plates. Portia cheap, but I ain't mad. Bitch said I'll tag him for a free outfit even though it's only $25. I have 5 million followers. It's not the same thing. Can you get mad? Oh, I think I talked about that. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing, y'all. I'm sorry. Kenya and Tanya are not friends. Cynthia and Kenya are friends. That may just be how their friendship works. Cynthia let Portia and Tanya piss her off. They really didn't bring that gift to be nice. I'm Team Marlo on this one, baby. Candy turned lemon into lemonade, girl. Now she want everybody to work off potential Fuck that. Marlo is an old hoe. She ain't got time to be fucking with no potential, okay? Nene advice, I just want a man. That's what I got from Nene. I just want a man. Long as my man is at the house, it don't matter. I'm married, girl. Girl, Nene don't even want Greg. That's the real gag. Like, Nene don't even want Greg. Nene does not want Greg Leaks. She just wants to watch. She just likes she just likes it on her resume. I'm married. I'm married. I'm married. I've been married for 20, whatever. I've been married for 23 years, darling. But you ain't saying how you just fucked John the other week. And how you fucked Kevin the month before that. And how you fucked James last year. And how you fucked Trey the month before. You see what I'm saying? Like, girl, shut up. Oh, Cynthia, when Kenya offered to buy Cynthia some wine, she was like, oh, we're friends. We're friends. See, that's the type of shit that been pissing me off about Cynthia, because Cynthia, you wouldn't even been acting that way if you didn't let Tanya and Portia get in your ear. Girl, when Nene called Portia, you lying, big, fat, hungry bitch. Nene, she called her a big body bitch. Let me just say something. And I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm going to say this, and it is what it is. Nene. I don't know why Nene thinks she has a license to come. Kenya and Portia, regardless if I just start liking Portia or not, bitch been bad, okay? All that money she spent for her body, she should be. Kenya and Portia are probably the two of the baddest bitches on Bravo, okay? Physically, okay? So for Lynithia Leaks, who done had to have 5 nose jobs, get her teeth done, bitch, get liposuction, get her titties done, bitch, get her, bitch, you can never, like Kenya told Marlo before, bitch, you can never come for my beauty, okay? You can never come for my beauty. Nene, you got some nerve, girl. Nene, you can never come for Portia, ever. You can never come for Kenya, ever. But you can never come for these girls. Not when it comes to looks. And damn sure not when it comes to brains, because Kenya runs circles around all them hoes. Girl, quiet as this girl. Kenya is smart, and y'all know it. That's why y'all can stand Kenya, girl. Because she's smart and she a bad bitch. Baby, Portia sold her box body coming for my body. Nene, I feel that I may have said it. I feel bad. I don't know. I ain't write everything she said. I think she said something like, I feel bad if I may have said anything to hurt you. You called her a lying, big, fat, hungry bitch, big body bitch. You don't think that hurt her while she was pregnant? Girl, Nene, girl. All right, y'all, that's it. I'm gone. Bye, y'all.